Oh my God, we're live. Just staring at him.
Live.
Just stare at him all sexy. Hi, guys.
Good morning,
Figuring
everybody.
shit. I'm figuring shit. They're gonna have to wait. This fucking
Just
phone.
gotta fucking wait.
Well, this phone, I got to give it, is easier to actually get in and out of. It's less delays and shit like that. So do that button. There we go. I could go upstairs. I could go grab my computer and run off all that. The old lady even told me to wake her up this morning and shit too, because I can't remember why. But she did specifically say, wake me up in the morning. And that's, you ever did you guys old ladies ever do this where they have wonderful intentions? Like the night before when they say, yeah, wake me up, and you look in their eyes and they're like, yes, they are dead fucking serious. They mean, wake me up. I want to get up and do something with you. Morning comes. It's time to wake them up. You couldn't fucking drag them out of bed with a D9 cat, it's.
And they're getting increasingly angry with you the more you try to wake them up. And you're like, but you told me to.
I'm just following your orders.
Doing exactly what you said.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll let her sleep. It's her day off. That's all I do. But so old age is clicking in here, guys. I think I pulled a fucking Colton and I twisted my back up without even doing anything. Fucking strange, dude. So I spent all day yesterday laying around, all just like hoping like hell that come tomorrow morning, Monday, I'm fucking ready to answer the bell for work. I was just like, fuck my life is kind of the saying that comes to mind.
Yeah, getting old fucking sweet, isn't it?
Yeah. So yeah, I'm blaming Colton for my condition. I feel like he must have fucking jinxed me or something like that. See, like, you know what? I'm walking around all gimped up. I see fucking Caribou out there fucking walking normally. And we can't have that. So he probably has a fucking one of those voodoo dolls or some shit like that, where he just like took a pair of scissors and just like jammed them into my mid spine. Just like, here you go, Caribou. We'll slow you down for a couple days. Thanks, Colton. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that.
I love this diatribe of putting it on somebody else like this. It's amazing.
Well, I literally didn't do anything. So I opened the fucking hatch on a canopy of a pickup. That's all I did. End of the day, going to put, because I forgot my hard hat at home. So I had to use somebody's spare.
Ew.
And yeah, well, dude, when I do that, I go I usually got a spare shirt or something with me. I'll go full on fucking hijab head wrap kind of thing, because you look at me, I'm a pretty ugly motherfucker. Some of the guys I work with are full way fucking uglier than I am, and when I don't want to catch AIDS from sweat bodily fluid transfer on their hard hat. Now I've fifth grade science class told me that is not the case and that will not happen. I ain't taking that fucking risk. So I'll go grab a shirt and I'll put it on over my head like this, and then just there will be no skin to gross fucking rancid sweatband contact with me. It's there's zero of that. But yeah, just go to throw the hard hat back in the freaking side bin of the canopy, go to lift up the side hatch, and all of a sudden my fucking back goes out. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I just spent almost about half a day working, and then
wait till you fucking sneeze, or you just turn. You're literally not doing anything. You're not touching anything. You just turn and you're like, oh God, what the fuck? Ow! And you're just stuck like that. Wait till that one fucking happens to you.
It's so miserable.
Just waking up sometimes and being a different thing when you went to bed. This is different, man. Why is my arm up?
So it's not fair. In the middle of the night at some point, I decide tossing and turning and can't get comfortable anymore. You know how it is. You're comfy for 5 minutes and then you fucking lose that and you got to toss and turn every 5 minutes. So my poor old lady doesn't deserve this. So I was like, I'll come sleep on the couch. Couldn't get that fucking comfy spot after about the first 5 minutes. I'm just like, oh my God, I'm just so sore and miserable, and I just can't get to that comfy spot. And then I end up kind of like twisted myself up like a corkscrew. Again, on the couch where like my fucking legs were kind of straight, but then like starting at my hips and on my back is just kind of like turning. And that was like a sweet spot. So I'm kind of surprised I don't have like, when you sleep all weird or something, your neck's like that, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, I can't look straight ahead because I'm surprised I don't have that going on right now. I'll take it. That's not a complaint. It's just an
right, Dan? Right?
Yeah.
I don't know how they call this shit the golden, but
it's like when they fucking called Greenland green, but it's actually full of fucking ice, right?
Yeah.
Iceland is the nice place to go.
They pulled the old switcheroo on us, so we didn't fucking quite know.
Yeah, fucking golden years my ass.
My buddy Rare Snacks was over there right now somewhere at the Billy Strings concert.
Fuck yeah.
Iceland? I believe it's Iceland. That guy's fucking all over the map, bro. Give him a follow on Instagram, guys. You won't be disappointed.
They call it the golden years because you pee your pants. Everything you got white's fucking yellow now.
Yeah, there we go. I like that.
Cool. Fuck.
Yeah, you don't need to eat broccoli for dark pea anymore. What's everybody smoking on? All my weed's upstairs, so I will venture up there in a bit. But we've got those couple of vape pens that we brought back from the States that are within reach that I can get down.
I got myself some live resin still, the Super Lemon Haze. I went and refilled yesterday on a motorcycle ride.
Hell yeah!
I got another 4 grams. They only had 1 jar of the Lemon Haze and 1 jar of the Great White Shark. So same thing as last time. I took the 2 grams of each and kind of smashed them together and had a big old mix.
Sounds like a good time.
Yeah, it's all right. One was a lot more terpy than the other. One was very sugary and crystally, more of like a dry kind of, not dry, but just enough moisture, I guess, like, what do you call it, sauce, to keep it together. The other one had one where it would actually pool on top, more like a waxy kind of. So I like to mix them together to keep the consistency good.
Nice.
Yeah, share the love, right?
Oh yeah.
Smoking some number 2 BAM over here. So it's the BAM for me. Black Forest came down the other day. I'm super fucking stoked about that. Everything looks good. I was a little worried my harvest was going to be a little soon, but it looks like we're right around day 60 and everything is fucking right on, man. I'm drying in a different spot, which worries me a little bit, but I'm also drying with active air conditioning. So that changes things a little bit. So yeah, we'll see how the whole upstairs absolutely fucking reeks. So that's fun. So yeah, so I'll have some of that soon, which makes me super stoked. But currently, just BAM, smoking all BAM.
Keeping it real.
So I was
got a hippie grape. Nice.
I was saying this on Thursday when I got back there and started doing the show that so this is like the 4th time we've dipped south of the border in about the last month. And every time we do, we hit a dispo because, well, we need smoke for that side of the border because for some stupid reason, we're not allowed to bring it across. It is what it is. And as I said, the flour seems to be pretty comparable, whichever side of the border you're on. You're just going to pay way too much money for mids, and it is what it is. But the live resin cartridges, specifically if you're shooting for live resin, there's a few times, the second time we went south, that we went in there asking for live resin and anything with chem in it, and they kind of went from live resin to giving us anything else that has chem in it. End up with different shit with the fake terpenes in there, the distillate type shit that gives you the wheezy feeling. And we tried a couple of those, didn't like them. Tried that one brand, Bodhi, that we seemed to like, and we dipped us out this time. They didn't have anything from Bodhi, so we get a disposable pen from somewhere else. We're like, we'll find another dispo and just see if they got something we like. Because it'd be terrible to go spend a couple $100 on freaking pens and cartridges and stuff like that, only to find out they're just that flavored garbage that you're not going to be happy with. And we get that one pen. It's all right. It's got, what was it, Gary Payton in there, I think it was. And it was decent, not nothing overly special. But then we dip to a different place about 20 minutes down the road. And it's like, yeah, man, like the States, at least in Washington, your live resin and your cartridges, you guys got Canada fucking beat hands down. Even in the native, like your prices suck still, but it is what it is. But even in the native dispos I've been to where you can get live resin carts and stuff like that, they all still have that flavored terpene where it's not what they're telling you it is. It's just, you can fucking tell. But the State's got it going on, especially Washington. Anything from that Bodhi brand seems to be really well. And then when we're at the second dispo, talking to the young fella there, be like, listen, we're from out of country and just, you don't have the shit that we got. So what works around here? And then he starts recommending a few other things and not the one brand of products that we already know we like, right? And so I'm like, oh, fuck. This is going to turn into one of those situations where this young kid is actually really fucking dumb and doesn't know what he's talking about, and he's going to sell me some fucking garbage, and I'm going to, old man, get off my lawn type shit. And so we were like, okay, well, let's go. We'll get another one of those disposable pens that had I forget what the flavor was in it, and a couple of these other ones, one from Bodhi that we like, and another one from some other company. And we get home or whatever back, and we try to get to our battery packs. That's what I'm looking for. And I gotta say, the one that he recommended over Bodhi was actually, it was better. So I'm like, fuck yeah. And so now we're at the point where anytime we get a vape pen cartridge or anything, we got to take pictures of it, front, back, side, you name it, so that we can have a database of shit that we actually enjoy smoking when we're down south. Because like I said, the pens work, man. They seem to. It's not as good as smoking straight joints. Like, they get you nice and lifted, and when you're puffing in the car all the way to the venue, and all of a sudden you get out of the venue, when your feet hit the ground, you're higher than you realized you were in the car, 100%. But it's kind of just like how doing dabs it'll get you up there, it'll get you there, but it's still not quite the same high as smoking a joint, right? It's a good representation. You're happy, you're living the life, it's great, but it's not quite all the way there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of the carts. I keep trying, like you say, I keep missing and getting ones and wasting money where it's like, bleh.
And it's hard to keep spending that money to find one that actually works when you've been disappointed so many times.
Right.
Well, there's such a good fucking travel necessity, right? Like, or not necessity, but a travel accessory, I guess what I was trying to say. It's perfect little fucking traveling around, especially if you're trying to be a little stealth, things like that. I'm the same way as you, Caribou. I won't do the distillates and things like that. I just don't. If I'm going to go there and I'm going to pay for something, I'm going to pay for something with some fucking little effort put behind it. So I always go towards those live resin carts myself also. I can't say I've been 1,000% happy with every one I've ever gotten, but I've been way happier than any of the distillate carts I've ever gotten. And I've had some decent ones though. I've had some really, really good ones. But they never, it's the problem with the fucking market is like it's ever changing, right? You don't find that strain or that press ever again. It's like, they'll have it for 2-3 months and that motherfucker's gone, and it's gone forever. So that's what fucking hits me about it. But I like that also, man. Those live resin carts, they're just the way to go if you're gonna buy a cart, and I think usually around my area, you're only paying like maybe $5 more for the fucking live rosin. When you look at, say, your distillates, your FSEs or whatever, they're like, let's do the fucking initial algebra for what all this stuff stands for. And a lot of different kinds of concentrates in your pens and shit like that, and it's confusing. Like I said, when I go for the live resin specifically, it just seems to do it. I enjoy it. And you know what? It's
it's kind of comforting to know that I can go down to the States, run out of country, and go and find something that I am going to be happy with. Now, what is happy? Not necessarily super stoked. It would be nice if we can find some flour. Maybe we will start buying more flour as we dip down south. Maybe we'll grab like an eighth of flour here and there just to try something different, right? Roll up a pre-concert parking lot doobies or some shit like that. Like, let's fucking go. I'd like to get into your guys' dab market, see what your dabs are like. But actually, you know what? To bring a dab straw down would be easy. I could do dabs in the States if I fucking wanted to. I bet it wouldn't be all that hard.
I don't know what it's like out on the west side, but you're looking at the same stuff basically. You know what I mean? The dabs and the carts quality you're gonna find right around the same. If you get into some of the nicer, the lives, the wash stuff or the single source, you're gonna have a decent product, even a good product. But you know, and honestly, even some of those distillate products, if you're okay with fucking the distillate and shit, those fucking dabs are good as well. You know, but I'm a snob about my shit, so I'll take and I want my live. You know, I want my closest to the plant as possible. So, you know, but the processors are doing a decent job if it's single source and if it's live. I've been enjoying it. The dab scene is good. It is decent. So
you guys at least seem to have some avenues for like a connoisseur type market. That's not the word I was looking for. I'm trying to think of the word I'm looking to use, but whereas here in Canada, like unless you're fucking filthy rich with your facility's already pre-built with fucking your cameras installed and blah, 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 because you have to have all that shit before you can even apply for these LP licenses and stuff like that. At least you guys are able to kind of, in some places, yeah, there's fees and licensing and stuff like that, but it's not 100% out of reach for everybody, I guess you could say. Everybody except for the fucking ridiculously rich.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, they're so part of the thing with everything having to be so regulated. I mean, you're gonna have a certain amount of quality because there's so many regulations. They have to keep it so clean to pass the testing, yada yada yada. So there's gonna be kind of this general, pretty decent level of. You would think. Let's say you would think anyway, right?
You would hope.
You would hope.
You would hope. Yeah.
So, but you know, I don't get into the West Coast market over there, so I don't know really what's going on anymore. I used to follow it a little more heavy, but now I just don't. Kind of stay in my fucking middle lane here and try to, you know, when it becomes a nationwide thing for us, like it kind of is for you, I may look a little more into what's going on. You know, when it's a little more accessible from all over my country, I might be able to give a shit more about what, you know, I can get, because I might be able to just get some of that stuff from the West Coast, right? You just order it and get it, or the East Coast. But
dude, that would be the shit. That would be the shit right there.
Yeah,
I was kind of when we went down to Ohio, when we dipped south of the border in Buffalo, New York, I was expecting it was going to be kind of like in like so far BC, Alberta. I didn't pay as much attention in Ontario, but BC and Alberta for sure. It's like dispensaries are pretty well all over. Every town's got a couple of them, it seems. And when we when we got south into New York State, I was thinking it was going to be the same kind of thing there, right? Because that's kind of been our experience. And you see them in Washington State fairly frequent as well. And we start doing the Google search game, and we couldn't find it. They were there, but there was like nothing near that off ramp that's coming up in a couple miles or anything like that, right? It was like you're going to go looking through the fucking city. And I'm like, city, yeah, yikes, I don't want to. Which that's kind of, they're not evenly distributed, I guess. Although, to be fair, between Buffalo, New York, and Cleveland, Ohio, there is no big cities. along that stretch of highway. It's all just fucking off ramps and fucking convenience stores and shit like that. So maybe that's something. Morning, Colton.
Yeah.
Thanks for fucking my backup, Colton. It's all your fault. I didn't do it. All right. Now that we've passed the buck on to Colton.
And remember today's hashtag, fuck Colton.
Colton's like, what the fuck did I do?
Yeah,
I just get in
I
here,
did
everybody's
wrong,
like,
man.
fuck
I just
me.
woke up and got here.
Yeah. Keep your enemies close and your, what did they say? Keep your friends
Yeah,
close, your
yeah.
enemies closer.
Friends like us, who needs enemies?
That's even better.
Keep your enemies close because your friends are assholes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Today.
what was I going to say? Yeah, so I got some catching up to do today. I feel better. I'm still pretty sore and not very mobile, but the garden needs attention today. We've got no sign of our inspection coming up, which makes me wonder. Last year they didn't do it about now. They did it. I think it was January that they did it. So I wonder if they're switching to the beginning of the year, which would be nice for right now, but it would have been nice to know about it ahead of time, because if they aren't doing it around now, I've got plenty of time to up pot those the valley cats and shit like that. Like pop a few more seeds and stuff. So it'd be nice to have some kind of clarity. I don't want to reach out to the people and ask, say, hey, I noticed you guys haven't come and done the facility inspections yet.
Would you hurry up and get to my fucking house so I can put my plants back up?
Yeah, pretty much, man. So you're inconveniencing me here, people. Can't have this. So yeah, I'm curious about what's going on there. I would kind of, as much as I don't want them doing it now, I would prefer them to do it now over January, because right now we don't have freezing weather. And there was, I don't remember how well some of y'all remember when about 4 years ago, it was Ashley and I's first winter together. They were looking for plants. They were, because the lady, basically the spouse of the guy that owned the grocery store in town, was my next door neighbor, and she was fucking ratting us out to the management here. Holy shit. When your fucking grocery store is ratting people out, wow, what the fuck? So, anyways, I'm not stupid. I had a feeling they were looking for something. When you keep coming back through here and it doesn't seem to be everybody else's, like I'm not mental. I knew something was up, and finally after a bit they admitted it to me. But anyways, when they come in and doing their searches in like January, and it's like -10 outside, I remember it wasn't super cold. But I come back in and all, like, I was like, my leaves were like dead crispy just from the cold shock. Just like, you're fucked. Like, you're fucking cutting like good sections of branches off. And it was that fucked shit up. So I would prefer them to kind of do it right about now. How you doing?
Right? That way, you know, the grill's still not fucking freezing.
Yeah, we don't need that.
That's still my favorite hiding spot, man. You just pop a grill up. The fucking grill.
It works good though, man. You can put like 20 clones and cups underneath that thing.
Yeah, right? Dude, I'm telling you. Colton, you see, this is why fucking hashtag fuck Colton's going around this morning. Why you gotta talk like that, buddy? Why you gotta talk like that? Do you see this shit? Look at this. Oh, nobody needs to be talking like this.
Fuck off with that attitude, dude. Like,
exactly.
We're having a good show here. We're laughing and we're smoking pot, and you got to come in here whining about the fucking cold weather. Jesus, you live in Alberta, man. Deal with it. Get fucking used to it. No, seriously, that sucks. That's. I don't know if we got frost in my neck of the woods, but when I opened the door to let the cat in a few minutes ago, I closed it quick. Just leave it at that. My toes were like my toes on that ground were like.
My friend in one of my riding groups just moved to Alberta, and we were out on the bikes yesterday in like 28 Celsius. And we're like, what's going on over there, Aiden? He's like, it's fucking 4 degrees and they're calling for snow tonight. Welcome to Alberta, buddy.
Yeah.
I got plants out there that are all seeded, and so I'm hoping for just, October to go semi-smooth, but it is chilly in the morning. But the problem is it's getting to like 90 still, but it's dropping to like fucking 50. Like we have such a goddamn swing right now, and I'm glad that my outdoor stock is only for seeds right now because there is a 0% chance I'd be comfortable fucking smoking in my outdoor the way that shit's swinging this. And I've seen it in the I don't see powdery mildew, but I definitely a little bit of fucking white flies and a little white flies mostly. We're getting into these, so but yeah, I'm just ready and hoping that the rest of the season doesn't just like absolutely like mold it. So because I won't take seeds out of the fucking moldy plants either, even if they're fucking good. I'd probably just disregard. You know what I mean? Because I wouldn't want to take the chance. So.
I don't know. To
But
me, it depends on the nugs and stuff like that. Like if you look like say if you got a beautiful plant, fucking stank is there, and she's giving you the signs that you like, and you're seeing it floated with seeds, and then you see a bit of like PM or maybe a mold on some of the lowers and shit like that, but you got like the nice fucking donkey dick coal up there that's loaded up. I would lop that bitch right off and then shuck that for seeds. See what's in there.
yeah, it's just one of those when I start to see that, or at least like the Septoria, or just even just like the bud rot, the shit like that. Well, the Septoria not even so much, but uh, I guess I shouldn't worry about it. When I think about it, I probably shouldn't. You know, shuck it all off. The seed's made to fucking withstand that. So
Actually, honestly, now that I'm thinking about this more, because I just kind of was listening along with you, I wonder if how like I wonder like something like Septoria. I don't know enough about it. I know what it is, but I don't know like enough about the actual its causes and shit like that. Like we know, hop latent viroid can be transferred from seed to seed. But stuff like PM mold, I would be very doubtful. Oh, but like, but yeah, stuff like Septoria, I wonder because now that I'm thinking, like, if you were just to say, if you had those plants, like, obviously, we don't want to bring the mold inside because that could cross contaminate with shit you got inside. We don't want to bring the PM inside. Fuck that. That you stay the fuck out. Or, but if you're just to like chop those and like hang them up on your back deck or some shit like that until they're bone ass fucking dry, leave them out there till Christmas if you need to, because the seeds are dormant, right? The seeds are not going to be harmed as long as they do get a chance to just figure out how to do away with all the plant matter after you shucked it. I would think, and if anybody knows something that I don't, please fucking light me up in the live chat there. But I would think you should be okay, dude.
well, that's kind of the fun point of this discussion because I've never looked into it, never thought of it. All right, would when it comes to some of these fungal things, like once PM set in, it's fucking there. You know what I mean? You
Yep.
just fucking have it. Good luck. I don't care. That's just what it is. We know this, right? But
Yep.
so if I'm out there and I've got fucking a seeded plant that has bud rot in it, we know how easily bud rot fucking transfers, right? And I'm just drying, so I'm not getting rid of that in any way. I just dry it out and I shuck that seed. Is there a chance that I am passing that along on top of that seed? You know what I mean? That's just what I'm saying. It's not that the seed is infected so much as it's kind of just on the hull of it. Like you said, the hop latent viroid, that's like a genetic disease, right? That's inside the genetics of the plant. So yes, the seed can pass it along. Where something like these fungal issues aren't genetic, they shouldn't be in the seed, but can they be passed along on the seed?
I would say before you go to germinate your seeds, I would give them a quick soak in like a weak bleach solution or maybe peroxide or something like that to help chew any of that kind of shit off of there.
Well,
I remember
peroxide's one of those general things that a lot of people do the seed soak, right? To help do the sterilization of the seed and to like loosen up a hole. So a lot of people do that. I just don't. there's no reason not to. It's a decent practice, but I mean, there are like there's the seed coat, right? Every seed has what's called the seed coat. It's its own microbes. It's its own fucking little biosystem on the outside of that seed. Now I don't want to wash that off. So, right, that's where I'm having that question because I don't want to do that sterilization to the seed because I don't know, does that hurt the full seed coat? I've never looked into it enough. So these are why I asked the question.
I've never fucked with trying to sterilize, rinse, or clean my seeds. I don't even float them in a cup of water or anything. They just go straight to paper towel or the cup or whatever I'm doing them in. So unfortunately, I'm not that good on there. But I remember, I no personal experience in doing it. But when I first started growing, like a lot of people do, I went out and bought every book on growing, specifically cannabis, that I could find because it's a completely different plant than every other plant out there, right? And one of the first ones I got was I forget the name of it, but it was written by Kenneth Morrow from Trichome Technologies, and he was talking about when he degerminates seeds, he will give them a quick rinse. Like you'd say, like the way I took it was from when you're taking them out of the package, the vial, whatever we're storing them in. He will give them a quick rinse in a very weak bleach solution just to get rid of anything that's on the outside of the seed right then and there. And then on from there on to his whatever his germination methods were. That part sticks out to me. I don't, like I said, I've never done it, never tried it, never had the need to. Yeah, this is just a neat conversation because, like you said, it's something that's never crossed my mind until we're sitting here and somebody within the crew might actually be looking at this issue. So
that is absolutely correct, Chaz. We are overanalyzing the shit out of it.
This is what we do. We don't have lives. You see, we got no lives. So we just come and kick around the same subjects as the day before repeatedly.
See, I find overanalyzing a very fun fucking way to learn things because if you fucking sit there and think about too much, you actually start to fucking learn about it. You kick around things. It's a way of for me of learning that just sinks shit in my brain a little bit more. So yeah, you take a ride and you fucking beat the ever living shit out of it just because I want to find out about the fucking subject and I want to know about it and be able to fucking speak appropriately about it. So when I think about it, because like I said, the overanalyzing part of it, when I take these seeds out, a lot of times, and this is the way I've always liked to do it. I've strayed here and there and I've done solution soaks and shit, but I mean, it's soil and water. I'll fucking spit on it. I'll fucking store the seeds in my mouth so I don't forget which one's which. I'll give them that kind of fucking soak, but I don't do much for it because the seed coat. I've read, I learned, and I trust what nature did. So I let that roll. You know what I mean? And I've had great luck and success with that. The biggest reason I over fucking thought it and fucked with it before was because the fact that I was like, whoops, sorry about that, because I was like everybody, I am, still like everybody else, seeds are expensive, man. Fucking right, I'm a spitter, and I didn't have a ton of them around. I didn't throw pollen around. Life changed when I found some medicine that really worked. But at that time, when every seed is this fucking super precious, commodity, I worried and I overthought and I overanalyzed, and that's how that shit went because I wanted to give them the absolute best chance of success without putting the thought of the strongest survive, right? Put that shit in soil. If it doesn't come up, then fucking it didn't come up.
I remember the first time I bought seeds was a 5-pack of feminized sour diesel and a 5-pack of feminized purple kush. And if I recall correctly, this ain't a lot of not knowing proper gardening practices. Like for example, knowing that chicken shit leads to manure and all that, but not having any idea of like that it's actually a hot manure until you've broken it down and stuff like that, right? I remember putting a couple of the seeds in this one specific container that we had, and just loading it up with a bunch of chicken manure on top like that. And surprise, surprise, the seeds didn't sprout out of that kind of thing. If I recall, I was down to the last seed in both of those packs that finally got them to sprout. So like we're talking about like 9 years ago, 2016 it would have been 9 years. So we're talking back then. I think it was about $110 per about $110 for the 2 packs, so like $50 to $60 or something like that per package, roughly in and around there. And that's fucking expensive, man. And it's still, if anything, seeds have fucking gone up now because there's more people out there doing it. It's fucking nuts. So yeah, when you're, as opposed to $3.99 for a pack of tomato seeds at the local hardware store, right? It's so yeah. When you're doing that, you want to make sure you fucking get every seed out there.
Where they also give you 150 in the pack because they're like, hey, we don't know how well the germination rate on these are, so here you go. We're gonna. But that is right. That's also one of the things I've loved about this damn community. That has opened up the access for me to fucking run my garden more like a fucking home garden. Like I said, put it in the soil and fucking let it go because that's how it's supposed to work. I don't need to put all that extra time into it. The only reason I ever did that was because of how expensive that fucking seed was. So,
yeah.
But yeah,
it's nuts how fucking expensive shit. And but once again, like we keep fucking saying repeatedly on this, I'm glad I am now in the position where I do not pay for seeds. If there's something out there I feel I really need to have, I will go get it. For the most part, shout out to this kick-ass community we have in here because there's pretty much nothing around here that I can't get my hands on. Like speaking of terp profiles, right? I feel like I've moved on specifically from, I got to have this strain or I've got to have that strain. No, I want fuel, or I want oranges, or maybe I want strawberries in my terp profile or something like that. Yo, Hooli, you got any strawberries, buddy? And then he's going to send me a fucking tidal wave of seeds in my mailbox, and there will be strawberries in there. You know what I mean? It's, fuck, let's go. I'm actually thinking more and more about getting to the Black Forest. I was like, fuck, we were just talking about it 3 minutes ago. What is it? The Black Forest. I haven't actually run the Black Forest yet. The way you keep talking about it being a heavy hitter, and I'm just like, well, fuck. I've run BAM a couple times, and I like the BAM. And she'll be coming back once we have more room in the garden for her, get a few things down, but let's run with some Black Forest soon, I think.
Awesome. I'd be interested to see what you think about that fucking profile. And but speaking of fucking seeds and over expensive and what the fuck we do, giveaway. We give away a lot of seeds for free here, and we're gonna do that. I'll get it up and running here in a second for you. So don't worry about it. So all you got to do, if you're regular here, you know what to do. Hop in chat, type in beans, type beans in chat. And then you're in this giveaway. That's it. So this giveaway today consists of, and by the way, thank you, Noob. Thank you, everybody who helps. Caribou comes in through some of these. I've had other giveaway winners, which speaking of, one of these seeds is coming through. Send me seeds to help turn these back in. So this is community helping community and everything else, and us fucking rerouting it everywhere. So it's giveaway fucking time. All right, what we got? We got the sunflower seeds. These are Van Gogh sunflower seeds. Noob throws these in for every one of these giveaways, along with Ethos. So thank you, sir. We always appreciate this. So for the Ethos giveaway today, it doesn't even have a name. It is SLH by Grandpa Cookies number 6.
SLH.
These are all Fem beans. Yeah, I'm not sure quite what SLH is. I'd have to go through. Oh, hey, yeah.
Fuck. G-Bay with the like, G-Bay is just like, you guys are fucking stupid, man. It's so obvious.
know,
I'm
right?
sitting there, my mind is just twisting and contorting, trying to think of what it was, and he's just like,
on Super Lemonade's dabs right now, so that helps. I guess.
There you go. So it's the Super Lemon Haze right there. Super Lemon Haze by Grandpa Cookies. There you go. You got that one from Purple Caper Seeds. It's Ed Rosenthal's Super Chocolate Film.
oh,
We're gonna throw that one in, and then 650R chat. He was about that jealousy, and he did an expansion of some jealousy. So I'm gonna throw in some jealousy rag to go along with this one. Everyone says I am frozen, like my
You
fucking
are.
video.
Yeah, you're frozen as shit. It took me a bit to figure out what was even going on. I thought maybe I was messed up, but then I look at G-Bay's not frozen, and it was just fluff.
Well, that's fucking go figure. Let me throw this thing back on. Is everything regular when I put my background on?
You're frozen with your background on right now.
Oh, so it was because I changed it. It got all fucked up.
Yeah,
Well,
it's all your fault. It's all your fault.
100%.
Here, let's see. What if I turn it off?
You turned your camera off for sure. Yeah.
Woo! What if I turn it back on? Am I moving again?
No,
Dude, it's all fuckered up. Nice.
I'm just glad it's not my computer that's all fucked up.
Yeah, it's not
Well,
us. Okay.
Well, I'm gonna turn it like this then, so then it doesn't fucking annoy everybody.
We can at least see your speech circle moving.
Right? Exactly. All right, so we'll do that. Let me get the fucking giveaway thing up and running. I'm sure this will probably fuck my whole shit up. So. I don't know why we like we didn't even do anything and we have technical difficulties. It's kind of like our bodies. It's like you didn't do anything and your fucking back's all fucked up. I didn't even do shit. I pressed a button and now shit's all fuckered up.
Yeah.
What happened, man? We're just too good looking for our own fucking good. We're too sexy for IT work around here.
I'm too sexy for this show.
Sexy for IT work. All right, let's see here. Bam. All right, we got 26 people in the entry. Let me see if I can add this to it without it getting all fuckered up.
Complete meltdown.
Hey, does that work?
Yes, sir.
Woohoo! All right, well, we got that much going on, so I guess I just got to restart my shit.
All right, I can hear you guys. I'm just out of reach. I'll be right back.
So, here, throw it back up there. So you guys know, there you go. And I think everybody could at least hear what the beans were anyway. I mean, you don't need to see a pack. Yeah.
Yes,
I think we could get away without seeing them on this go.
I'll fucking throw it back on later and see if it's decided to fix itself or not. But yeah, I'll talk about it again. So you'll have another chance to hear what the fuck the beans are. But yeah, that's the awesome part, right? This community has blessed me with a fucking ammo box full of beans. And then I, at that point, have probably blessed people with about that many as well. To get to send let's just see, to get them to send them back out and to try all these genetics. And while I love trying, Soulfire and Humboldt and all these other guys, I like trying Rosenman's genetics more. I like trying fucking your genetics and G-Bay's, and all this shit. I like trying my friend's shit better than I like just trying what these guys are tossing around because it was popular in fucking something way over there, and then they just toss the same thing to everything, So, yeah.
I like to support my friends when I can, man, whenever I can. And I've been saying for a couple of years now that Rosenman's one of my favorite breeders out there, possibly my favorite breeder, period. So when he's your buddy and he's the kind of guy that'll probably never charge for seats, even if you tried to give him money, he would probably be like, no, dude, I'm not comfortable with that. You know what I mean? That's he's doing it because he loves this fucking plant. He's not doing it because he's going to charge $200 for a fucking 10 pack of seeds. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
And like I said, the guy's skills are fucking legit. So, you know,
right. And at this day and age, the quality of weed, people have a better general idea of growing this plant, its needs and requirements. We're seeing more potential out of these plants, and we're just seeing generally better genetics kind of all around when you look in the right places. So, and sorry, go ahead.
I was here, I'll get my camera back. One of the things I was gonna say is I think the biggest disservice that ever happened to this plant was the term hydroponic, because for how long, how many of you thought that the only way to grow killer weed was using hydroponics? Now, I use a bottle nutrient system, which is still, it's a soil system, but it's hydroponic nutrients, if we want to put it in that way. But I think people wanted that secret kept as well, that, growing cannabis or growing pot, whatever you want to call it, it's a very big fucking scary deal, and you have to be super skilled to be able to fucking do it. And we're all sitting here like, nah, anybody can do it. Anybody can fucking grow this shit. It's just that you get in what you put in. You can grow fire with organics. You can grow fire with bottles. And at the end of the day, your fucking end product comes down to how much time and effort did you spend working on that plant. And it's
But your knowledge of that plant also, right? Or your growing system, you know?
Yeah.
That's it. And there will be ebbs and flows in every grow. Not every grow you're just gonna fucking knock it out of the goddamn park. And when somebody says that fucking they've never had a grow that kind of slightly disappointed them, they haven't grown enough fucking grows. That's just all there is to it. Because you're not gonna fucking knock them all out of the park. Don't give a shit. You're gonna find bad genetics. You're gonna find, you're gonna have something in your life that comes up. It just fucking happens. Same, it's like your outside garden. Fucking every year ain't right, man. In my area, until fucking late season, when it should have been about time for them to really start capping up, like tomatoes sucked this year. It was fucking horrible. Just happens. It just fucking happens. So, but anyway, but yeah, so it was just something on my mind. When I was to bring this whole thing back to what we were talking about is, the very slight possibility that maybe, one of these things could say infect your grow, because I didn't go out there and put any form of fungicide, pesticide, or anything on plants. Right? They got fucking pollen on them. That's what they fucking got on them.
Yep.
And I've rinsed them down every so often, just to clean a little bit of here and there off of it. So it was just one of those things where I was like, if I was to pop this seed right away, say if I was to just, we got to check this out, and I threw it in soil that I was recycling, am I fucking myself? It's something you should think about, and you should research, and you should think, because why not?
Definitely could be fucking yourself by using recycling bad soil.
Exactly. And it's something as small as a seed starting it would be fucking a mind blower to me if you were trying to track down the root cause, you know?
thought
Yeah, cool.
I thought I didn't have any lead down here, but it turns out I do have enough for a joint or two in the jar here. And see, Colton, this is your bag of papers that I was going to send your way that I forgot in that pack there, dude. So, luckily, because I'm an idiot and I forgot to send these to you, I now have rolling papers within my reach, so I can roll a joint and get high with all these. The vape pen was good and tasty, but it's just not doing it as good as I would like anymore. Time to get effed up. So yeah, I think I might sprout some seeds today. I don't know what to do because I like they could come in next week and put a notice on our door saying we're doing inspections the following week, right? So I don't want to get out of hand and do a big pheno hunt kind of thing. I kind of just thinking I might want to pop a few, but the Black Forest has become up at the top of that list. I've got some orange gasms fems from Big Word when we were down south there. And I'm looking at those, but I've also got Golden Goat going right now, which is like Orange Gasm is half Golden Goat. So I don't know if I want to jump right down there yet. I've been looking at was like some of the I-95s. I think Hooley sent up my way recently. I've been kind of wanting to get to those. I don't know what to do. I'll have to maybe just go looking and see what we got. And
Just start a fucking few of everything and say fuck it.
Well, that's the thing, though. It's really easy to do that, and it's fun to do that, but it doesn't take very long before as soon as I go from solo cup, as soon as I go from solo cups to 1 gallons or 3 gallons, then I don't got the space. So it's just like I've learned my lesson by getting burnt a few times, and that's where I end up having to re-veg a whole bunch of plants and then just trying to pick I like that one best, and hopefully you did the right, it's better to pick a few. And
yeah, I find if you go over your space, everything gets fucked.
Well, that's what I'm gonna try to do, and I've been trying to do for years to be better about just an open pheno hunt thing, is just pop some and just not care about, like, I'm gonna be really fucking stringent and excited about it. I'm just gonna fucking pop a bunch and we're gonna see what happens. This is gonna go through, no expectations, no like, ooh, I've got to get this or that. I've got my garden to the point where I have enough weed that we need over here, so I can be frivolous in that pheno hunt, let's say. You know what I mean? Like,
yep.
Easily be able to be like, fucking, I just don't like the looks of you. You're gone. Midway through flower, I don't like the smell of you. You're fucking gone. Like, I don't have time for fucking just something I absolutely. So, but that's the kind of the bright spot of where I've gotten to. Making sure that you have that medicine effect. If you're not going to make it through your next run, of that pheno hunt of the things you're looking for, that's when I'd probably slow down, to like say half, and I'd grow half my medicine and half fucking look through, with easy expectations. So like I said, if something doesn't float my boat right away, it gets replaced right away. And yeah, anyway.
These plants know not to fuck around in Fluff's garden.
Right? A couple of them did, and they got fucking yanked hard. Man, I never used to be like that, but I get it now.
No, I got no patience for weak, shitty plants that are not going to do their thing, even if it's like a really killer smoke in the end. If you're going to give me, say, a month of fucking veg time and 2 to 2.5 months of fucking bloom time where you're just fighting with me the whole way, sorry, I ain't got time for you anymore. It's because I could pop more seeds out of that exact same fucking pack and find one that's probably looks, smells, tastes just like that fucking uppity one, but with less of an attitude to it.
Yeah, you're right. That's it. There's so many combinations. Like you said, it's really finding the terp profile. So your name, your hype, and everything, I can find something that tastes like you and better than you, anywhere. Right?
Yeah.
It's easy nowadays. So yeah, but dude, I'm 100% with you on that one, man. It's so easy to, easy to get away from, say, like overhyped,
Yep.
because somebody else did something similar better. Am I still frozen? If I move around, go like this.
You're not even on the screen
Yeah,
now.
I think
You're
you
all
got
black
black
and
screen
shit,
now.
dude.
Oh fuck! Now it's black screen. Son of a bitch. Wonder.
Good times. I'm getting some work done over here though, doing all the training in this tent. I thought I flipped it to flower the other day, but my timer's got a switch on it that has keeps it on full time or puts it onto the timer. Well, I set to 12:12, but I didn't switch it to run off the timer. I have it outlet on all the time. So yeah, I haven't been on 12:12 yet.
It happened.
We've been running 24 still, but no big deal. It gave me an extra couple days. I did some extra IPM, doing some training. No biggie. And plus, with all these unlabeled clones, like it sucks because they're rooted, and I kind of want to put them in some soil to keep them going and just mark them one of the 3 plants they could be.
Where
Or
you kind of like getting excited? You're like, man, these plants aren't stretching at all. This is going to be sweet.
Well, it's just like, yeah, that was right around the corner. Probably that was my next stop. Probably. But I got some clones here that are unlabeled because I put them into a phone instead of writing them down, and that phone got factory reset and a bunch of shit. So that's no longer information that I have. But I've got roots, but I don't have names. So I'm like, fuck, do I even worry about it? Considering I have a whole backup of clone or other clones and seedlings and everything. It's like, as a grower, that's always a hard thing. So since I haven't actually flowered these guys yet, I'm gonna probably empty the cloner.
Well, it's a clone, right?
Yeah,
just what you're saying. So you should have some form of terp profile on that plant.
well, I know them. As soon as they flower, I'll know them.
Well, but I mean, even before that, like a clone has that kind of general light smell of that plant, right? If you knew, you knew. You can kind of do it. So all I'm saying is, you give them motherfuckers the good old stem rub, take a whiff, and decide whether you want to flower, like keep it around or not, because it's that simple, right? Like you said, just because you don't know the name. You took a clone of it. It was in your fucking garden. It's something you either enjoyed or didn't. So
yeah, I like
by the time you fucking take that stem rub, I mean, you're gonna know whether you want it or not. And by the time it flowers, you're gonna know exactly what it is.
Well, no, I've flowered these plants out lots, and I like them, and I know what there's a potential of 3 different plants. So of the clone, I have one row that I know is the primal punch because it was the first one I cut and put in the first row. That's why I know that one. And it's got a darker stem.
Nice.
The other 3 are all green and they all smell the same. But when you flower them, one's lemon, one's nutty, one's grapey. And they're very distinct. So it's like, if I just keep one out of each row, and then once they get flowered, I can rename them. But I don't think I need to keep them. They're not like super stellar genetics. It's just me fucking pollen trucking stuff. I'm just torn. Do I keep them? Who knows? I probably won't though. Fuck it. Because I just came back from Magpie. I know what days I was twice the last month. Grabbed almost everything from his garden. So I'm pretty well stocked on stuff that's probably better than my basement pollen trucking. So run with those for a bit. And 98 white rhino. That's kind of what I'm interested in.
Yeah, that's going back a few years.
Yeah. White Widow times an American or an indica, they say. So
it's like every time I get ready to fuck around with my Hawaiian, I'm like, just gonna let it go. It's like fucking almost. Is it 30 years old? I think it's 30 years old now at this point, and it's just like,
Once you let it go, it's gone, man. She's gone.
Right, that's it. Once I let it go, it's gone. And then I'm like, man, that fucking thing's 30 years old. It still hits. It's still good. It's awkward. It's awesome. It's unique. It's fucking 30 years old. It's 30-year-old weed, man. It came from that long ago. Like, that's just, so it's hard. And I'll tell you what, it's an easy fucking plant, man. It grows. It wants to give you a ton of shit. Like, it's one of those, like, that's why I've had it around so long. Well, I haven't had it that long. I've had it, I think, 10 years at this point, personally, in my garden. But yeah, my buddies, they've had it for that fucking, he brought it from Hawaii. I love the story of how he got this motherfucker here. Like, yeah, he was just absolutely worried, right? And that dude drilled 5 holes in the fucking inside soles of his the outside soles of his shoes, because he was worried about the fucking sweat of his feet. So he drilled fucking holes in, waxed the fucking bottom of them, and brought that shit from Hawaii to Illinois, dug it back out of his fucking shoes without breaking the seeds, and popped that shit. It's like, I love that, man.
Yeah, man.
This goes to show how far we've come with cannabis legalization, cannabis culture, all of it in general, because really it wasn't that long ago, and still in a bunch of the states down there, you can fucking go to jail for, maybe not for having the seeds, but that's a big fucking no-no. It's fucking crazy. And then you think of all the invented, like, I remember the first time I sent seeds down south of the border, I remember I like the folds of the sleeve of a shirt, and then also down at like the waistband on it too. I just cut a couple seams of there and then just filled them full of seeds and sent those south. And then spent the next week absolutely fucking terrified that I just sent hundreds of seeds down south of the border. And now I'm fucking drug smuggling and I'm about to get arrested and blah, blah, blah. And then a couple of the guys on cannabis were like, nah, you should be good. It's not illegal. The worst thing that's going to happen is they're just going to take your shit. And, it's been pretty good to go ever since then. Seems to be, like I said, we just had that one package going to Galaxy that they fucking actually scooped and left a message or note for them, which is fucked, which makes me wonder, because like I've been saying, man, about once or twice a year, we get a package that just doesn't go through. Sometimes they'll get returned. Sometimes they just disappear or whatever. That's the first time we've actually had customs or whatever actually put a note in there saying, yeah, we took your shit.
Yeah.
Think.
Right? Because that's what I was worried about when I sent that fucking big old package to you, because it came with all my seeds so you could ship my stuff to the Canadian peoples. I had large ass vials of seeds. I wrote that shit on the fucking manifest, what it was like, and then that package got stopped. And I looked at like the shipping details on it, right? Checked the tracking, and it said it was there on a hold. And I was like, fuck, like, well, there's a few thousand fucking seeds gone. And no, it went through because, stupid wax bottles that I thought was a fucking fun little thing to send to you. So, yes, the seeds went through fine. So to hear other people's like getting stopped, I was like, what the fuck? Like, but yeah, I do know that now they say, right, that's one of those that can't be sent this way, or can't be sent. Like they put it in their rules, I believe, for Canadian Post.
Yeah, I don't know. You never were allowed to send hemp or hot cannabis seeds across the border.
Well, so that's funny, because if you looked at the rules for us, it specifically states in there that hemp seed was fine to send like a certain, I think it was like 3 grams of fucking seeds or something, was absolutely perfectly legal to send with no issue.
I would like to see that. I've never looked into it. I've just, anytime I go to the post office to mail stuff down south, I've tried. The first couple times I go in there and I tell the ladies, oh yeah, there's seeds, and then they start asking you what kind of seeds, and you're like, and the first time they said, no, you cannot be sending cannabis seeds, but it would be if there is a breakdown, like certain weights, like you said, if it's 3 grams or something like that, is there a go around with the labeling kind of thing? If we can, because usually if I send something south, I'm going to say it's like a beating kit or something like that. But if we can play word games, and if fuck, like his 3 grams of seeds, I'm going to guess is a lot of fucking seeds. If something like that was a thing, I would pay more attention to that kind of thing.
I'll have to look it up, but you know, laws have obviously fucking swayed and they're going all over the place right now. So doesn't mean that it's still there. I know it was there because, like I said, I mean, if you looked at that manifest, it clearly said on it that, you know, it was coming with hemp seeds. So it was interesting. Well, see, Weed Nerd, you got to be a little bit careful because when customs opens it up and, you know, if they do open it up and they look at it and they say, oh, there's the only thing in here is a tomato seed. And they go, well, those aren't tomato seeds. Those never were tomato. You got to at least something that might slightly resemble the same type of seed. Maybe. So I've looked it up before. I forget what kind there were, but it's time. Hemp was okay. So I just fucking label it as hemp. Fucking woo, off they went. Oh, hey, let's just fucking talk about this one more time because I got the fucking giveaway. So we'll put this screen up here because we do this. So we do the old Sunday giveaway, and I know you can't see me, but here I'll try one more time. Let's fucking see what happens.
Fix it.
Fine. Did it fix itself? Look, moving. Here. No. All right. It fucking fix itself. Fucking go fuck yourself, StreamYard, or my computer. All right. So what I got here from the fucker for the giveaway, we got the sunflower seeds. We've got the Van Gogh sunflower seeds. These come with every one. Ooh, hops. Hops would be good. Yeah, and they have all kinds of goofy names for hops too. So, you know, the nameage would be kind of anyway. Sunflower seeds. We have the Van Gogh sunflower seeds. Those go in every pack. You get those when we give our giveaway. For the Ethos giveaway, thank you, Noob Grows, by the way, for these. We have the Super Lemon Haze by Grandpa's Cookies #6. Those are Fems. So what do we have? So with this giveaway, we have 2 packs of Fems and 1 pack of regs. So he said, type in beans in chat. The Ethos Super Lemon Haze by Grandpa's Cookies #6. From 650R in chat, we have Jealousy regs. All right, that is just regular Jealousy regs that was sent to me by him. He threw that together, so gotta be fired if someone's willing to fucking throw some pollen and fucking keep it around. You know what I'm saying? And then we also have the Ed Rosenthal's Super Chocolate Fems from Purple Caper Seeds. So those are going to go out also with this giveaway. So all you got to do, type in beans in chat. You type in beans. We do the spinny. Your name comes up. You talk to me. I send you seeds. Woohoo! That's how easy it is. So
That sounds pretty.
It's pretty fucking easy. So if you want to get in on this, you need some fucking seeds in your life. You got to get in chat. You got to type in beans. That's how this happens. So hop in there and get on it. Let me see if I can find that fucking screen again on my computers so I can look at it. So we got like 64 people in chat and only 26 entries. Come on now. Y'all don't want to get in on this? It's so weird. If you can't fucking see like the fucking packages of beans, they're all like, man, this is bullshit. We don't trust you. You ain't got no goddamn beans. I don't see no beans.
Hiding in the dark like that.
Right? Believe me, it drives me nuts. I love to fucking show you. But hey, man, I get it. All right. So you're thinking of popping the Black Forest next? G-Bay's got some fucking clonage, huh? G-Bay, do you got any new genetics you want to run through anytime soon?
Yeah,
Or
I popped some new seeds. I got Rocky Mountain strawberries coming from Dark Horse. That's one that's I'm waiting on. It's a regular seed, so I don't know what it's going to do. I'm waiting. I've already had to kill a couple males out of that seed run. But we got Jordan of the Islands, Black Candyland, and Skunkberry. I believe the Skunkberry died because it was a male and it got killed. And then, yeah, Magpie hooked me up with fucking everything. So I've got this run here is what I just did last run as well. So it's the Great Woolly crosses plus some Primal Punch. That's going to go into flower next. And then in behind that is going to be a Magpie run. I'm not sure what I'm going to pick out, but there's some Nakatomi Plaza. There's some
Big Red.
Yeah, I got Big Red. I got that 98 White Rhino. I got an 04 Super Silver Haze. So the Super Silver Haze might go into this run halfway through so that it can meet the next run with 4 weeks on it already. And that would help, I think. But
Nice.
yeah, we're just going to keep playing around, do what I do. Kind of unorganized chaos, right?
Yeah, Todd. Here you go. Hey, winners getting their genetics. See, right there. I like to hear that. Hey, posting too, man. You know, Discord, whatever.
Yeah, we like to see pictures of this shit.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Especially if it's mine. I ain't gonna lie. I like to see mine.
Yeah, it's like your little babies.
Right, Sniff? And I really like that Big Red. When that motherfucker said it was like Big Red without the cinnamon, I was like, I don't know how that works. And then I tried it and I was like, holy shit, that's Big Red without that weird super spicy cinnamon bite. That is awesome.
Yeah, out of everything that we tried, when we were at Magpies, the Big Red, I think, to be fair, Big Red was the very first thing we tried of his. So the flavor, the terp profile was noticeable, is what I'm saying. Because unfortunately, well, no, very fortunately, he gave us a mad hookup. But for seeing how we were there in such a mad rush, jumping from show to show and traveling up and down on trains and shit, it was everything just got thrown into the same baggie once it was rolled. We didn't think to fucking mark joints or anything like that. So it was just like, it was all just concert weed. But we did actually get to knowingly try out the Big Red and to puff that back. It was fucking great. So it's great knowing that, like, we can have a conversation here where you got people on the very east coast of Canada, very west, well, maybe not west coast, but west part of the fucking country, but we also got a bunch of people from the States that have all fucking tried this shit, right? Ontario, fucking Illinois, you name it. That's fucking cool as hell.
All the same cut too.
Yeah, once again, shout out to fucking Magpie, dude. He's just a rad guy.
Yeah.
And he is so fucking fun to hang out with, man.
Yeah.
Did you see the mixer he made up on his fucking water?
Yeah. That's fucking cool.
Just a little bit.
You can tell he's one of those guys that has fun at work. And
you gotta enjoy your job, man. When you get to work with fucking cool tools and you get to just do cool shit, and it's fun to enjoy your job. I definitely was that way, man. You walked me through a powerhouse, man. It just made my heart happy. I love machinery. I love fucking working on it, looking at it, the smell of it, the feel of it. It's just cool. It's like a weird happy place.
Yeah.
I'm sure you get it, man. When you got the music in your ears, you're halfway up a fucking tree, you're fucking got the chainsaw running, man. It's probably just your fucking happy place, But I don't know. I don't know about you and Heights, but
no. My happy place is standing on the ground watching young kids climb the fucking trees. That's my happy place.
I always did the shitty jobs because that meant people weren't coming near me. So,
yeah, that's that guy.
No, I don't do aerial work at all anymore. Actually, I haven't really done much in a couple of years now. For one, I am not a great aerial guy. I can do the work, absolutely. Proven that over and over again, but it's just, I don't fucking want to, straight up. I just don't fucking want to. And that now also, that I'm 43, about to hit 44 here in a couple of months. And we got a bunch of kids that are like fucking 23, 25, in and around there. It's a lot of work being up there, hiking your ass up a fucking tree. It is a lot of work. And it's just like, you know what? No, I'm at that point in my life where I'm supposed to be taking 10% off and, letting the young guys kind of step forward and show us what they're all about. And that's where I'm all about now, man. I show up to work and I cash in clock in for my 8, 9 hours, 10 hours, whatever it is we're doing that day. And that's it. I realize I don't have to be the hardest working guy on site anymore. And that makes me fucking happy. You know what else? That makes my body happy, because just the wear and tear, you know what that is, man. You're fucking look at your body all fucked up from years of labor and shit like that. And
because I didn't see that slowdown point like you're finding.
And that's my thing, man. Is like I was 36 years old, like all my life. When you get into working hard and laboring and shit like that, you always got the older guys that are telling you to slow the fuck down and shit like that. And you're always like, fuck you, old man. Blah, blah, blah. Look at me. I fucking get this done way faster than you guys. And you did. And you did it for a lot of fucking years. But then you get to where I'm at now, wherein you start thinking that, wow, yeah, I outworked those old guys because I could, but maybe they were also fucking letting me outwork them, because they knew that, we can keep up with this fucking young guy. We can maybe even make him look bad if we really want to, maybe. But when I look at myself, I'm back on a crew that he was a few years ago, where I'm about to turn 43. The oldest guy, I'm the youngest guy on the crew, 43 years old, about to turn 44. The next youngest guy on the crew just turned 54 on Wednesday. The next youngest guy on the crew of 3 people, just turned 64 on Friday. And we're and I see and I feel how I feel after killing myself and busting, and it feels good, man. It feels good to get out there and work. Problem is, it's the end of the day. Once you clock out and you get home, your body starts to stiffen up, and it's the next morning when you got to drag your ass out of bed after you damn near killed yourself the day before.
It used to be at that time, you didn't realize when you drug your ass into bed. I looked over G-Bay at the most.
G-Bay, what the fuck, man? This is a family show. Can't be playing with yourself like that.
Oh, Christ.
YouTube, not OnlyFans, homie.
I fucking totally fucking love it.
Feeding the geese, man. Feeding the geese.
You're killing babies. Get your babies.
I'm making babies. That sounds bad.
Not that way.
I'm going to
All right. Whew. No, man. When you he really is going to go crank it this time.
Yeah,
Turn the camera off.
We're safe now. No, I'm mixing up a half feed here. We got half veg, half flour for the transition period. Do you guys do that? Do you guys kind of mix your newts half and half when you're switching over?
Like
a couple weeks in with the veg newts still present a little bit.
No.
I mean, honestly, for the past couple runs, I haven't. I've let my garden kind of my bed run my garden. I've done my pre and post amendments, and that was it. But this time, I plan on doing a little bit more. I've never really fucked with like those transitional type nutrients that are specifically made that way. But I do like to load up a little bit of like the potassium and the phosphorus before rolling into flour. Try to give it a little bit beforehand to load it up a little. I personally do so.
Yeah, I've the last couple times it's been a straight up hard switch. Oh, we're flicking the lights to 12-12 and we're giving you flour newts now. Never really noticed any difference, really, whatever. But I think I have had some times where it gets a little yellow in like week 5 instead of like week 6, 7, where I'd rather it start to kind of fade out. So I think I'm going to lead in with a little more nitrogen until probably week 2 or 3, and then take it out. Try to get that yellowing period bumped up another week or 2. See if that works.
I found mostly that I think I run them maybe at least in my pots. I think I run out of nitrogen by flower. I think I go a little too light on that. So that's actually one thing that I'm gonna start looking into is giving them, because I pretty much kind of just give them, like I said, they're pre and post, and so the flower nutrient I believe is like 712. So like that 7 parts nitrogen, that 12 parts fucking, what is that? The potassium, phosphate, one of those two. Potassium, I think. No, phosphate. Fuck, I don't remember. Anyway, the P, the P. Anyway, so I think it's like a 12. And as I load it up, I just think that I definitely know certain ones that I have run have been nitrogen starved. And I don't know how heavy that actually has affected my flower cycle.
I was just going to do that. Holy shit. That's good. I had my finger at the button. I was just waiting for you, a gap in the conversation, because when I hit that, it'll mute everybody, and I didn't want to be a dink and mute you. So, holy fuck, whoever did that, good thinking. That's like great minds. We thinking alike, yo.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I should stop for a little Dabarino here.
But it is one that I do for certain longer running flowering plants. I do feel that I'm not quite giving them enough with my amendment style of kind of pre and post. You know what I'm saying? So but I have also, for the past couple runs, and it's been a lot of just life shit, that I haven't made a lot of my ferments or many additions, right? I haven't been adding much supplementary watering yumminess to my plants. No ferments, no nothing in addition. So this run, I think I told you guys, I was talking to that dude from Mighty Mo Microbe. So I'm going to play around with some of his ferments. I'm also going to get back to getting myself a ferment bucket rolling that I pretty much use for everything for a little bit of here and there. And also in my big bed, I'm going to go back to giving them those supplements. So I will be doing things to boost it just a little bit besides my soil. And you guys saw the pictures. If you haven't, they're in the Discord of like the end of the flower run. That is with literal zero amendment. I think I gave it 2 hand waterings through the whole flower cycle. There wasn't a lot of care given to those very specific plants. And you can see how well the bed still took care of them. It's in that cycle. Years ago, when we would talk about building these living soil beds and things, and recycling and using your soils for years on end, you kind of always talk about how it would take, a couple runs, right? It would take a while for that soil to really start hitting its stride. Right, for all the microbes. Fuck you, Brad, man. This, like you said, this is a family show. I mean, between nuts and feet, man, we're gonna have...
on. Fuck you.
Yeah, show us the feet. Woo!
I know.
I saw the fucking strategic adjustment of the camera. We know what was fucking happening.
It's just I'm really broke and I need more concert tickets, and I hear about this OnlyFans thing, okay? So I was like, if I flashed you guys a little something as I'm putting my socks on, all the weirdos with the foot fetishes and shit like that, like, Yeah, like like is there people with like working man steel toe calluses on their feet? Is there a fetish site for that? Because I could post that shit up, yo.
100%, dude. There's like, man, I don't remember. There's like a fucking foot site. It always cracks me up, like the fucking name of it and shit. Like one year, I swear to God, me and my family like was talking about posting on that shit for Christmas for fun. Like, what is it? Only Feets? It might be called Only Feets. Fuck, I
I
don't.
have no
Anyway.
idea. I don't know. My feet were just really fucking cold. I needed socks like immediately. And trying to be in that I'm semi gimped up right now with the back issue. It's just like, you know how that is. You damn near like gotta roll onto your back to try and get your socks on because you ain't bending over. It's
Bro, I'm almost at the point where I've got to get like the sock grabber. So as long as I can still put them on my fucking self, I'm calling it winning.
yeah,
So
it's it shout out to my old lady because I spent all day yesterday laying around like I was a useless blob. I couldn't do anything to the point where actually when my daughter and her friend got up and were wanting some cereal, it's about noonish because they're damn near fucking teenagers now and they sleep like that. I had to send them to the store to go grab milk because the milk in the fridge had expired. So it was like I was just like, like how it is when you come downstairs and you're like holding on to the handrail and kind of leaning up against the wall on the other side. It was like that.
yeah.
So it's just like, man, that was bad. Like to the point where like I can't even walk with my kid to the store that's only a few hundred yards away. Like it's right there, and like we walk there to go grab shit all the time. And I couldn't even go to the store with my kid to fucking go and grab milk with them. It just sucks, man. It's when you want to be up and doing something, you're used to being able to get up and do stuff, and you're just laid up, and your body's like, no, you ain't doing that. And you're like, but please, I really want to. And your back's like, nah, motherfucker, lay down. Lay the
Not
fuck
today,
down, or I'll
bitch.
lay down, or I will lay you down.
Right? It's like my dad fucking subconsciously took over my fucking spine.
Yep.
And anytime he feels like I might have pissed him off, he's like, I got you, bitch. So lay down or I will lay you down, boy.
That's why I think it's fucking Colton doing it because his back's all fucked up and he just wants to share the joy of what he's experiencing. He's like, oh yeah, fuck Caribou. Look at you fucking running around, have some fun. Not now, motherfucker. Bedtime.
All right, man. This is like a 1-minute warning right here. So if you want to get in on this beans giveaway, and even to the Canadians, if you want to get in on this, I will hold them. I've got like I think at least 3 packages that are waiting for Canadian Post to wait up to open up. So even you Canadians, if you want to get in on this giveaway, go ahead, type on in there. All you got to do is type in beans in chat, and then we'll get on it. So do I need to tell you? I'll tell you. We got some sunflower seeds, right? We got the Van Gogh split seeds from Noob. We have the Jealousy Regs from 650R. So you're gonna get a pack of Jealousy. We've got from the Ethos. We have the Super Lemon Haze by Grandpa's Cookies. Those are films. And then we have the what was that one? It was the fucking Ed Rosenthal Super Chocolate Film from Purple Caper Seeds. So all that you'll get through this giveaway. All you got to do is type in beans in chat. Type in beans. Just do it. Just do it, man.
Yeah.
So what do we fucking? I said 1-minute warning. See, I rambled through half of it. So
You
1
got
minute.
like 8 more seconds or something like that.
I was gonna give him 1 minute again.
Oh, you're nice. What a nice fellow.
Sometimes, man.
Nice.
Sometimes.
Can't be a cunt all the time, I guess.
No, not all the time.
Challenge him.
You guys won't let me come back if I'm completely cunty all the time.
That's why I like you. Like one of my best friends in real life, he's a real cynical asshole. And that's kind of one of his endearing parts of him, right? And that I remember a few years back when he was actually trying to be less of a fucking prick, I guess you could say, and he was just being nicer. Was like, no, 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 no. Where's the old Sloat? A Sloat that isn't fucking a cynical asshole just really isn't worth having around. Bring him back. Because you piss me off, you drive me nuts, but this nice guy that I keep seeing, I don't fucking trust him.
Yeah, he's a
so
fucking-
bring back the real you.
Nice. All right. Well, good luck, everybody. Here we roll. Yeah, that's 46 entries, man. That's not bad. Not bad. There's 72 of you out there who like the fucking weeds, but you know, we got a lot of lurkers.
Shut
Emmett,
up. You my daughter.
Congrats.
Congratulations.
Hell yeah.
congrats, Emmett. You know the deal by now. I hope hit up my fucking DMs in either Discord or Instagrams. Those are the two places I hang out the most. That's where you find me. So, you know the deal. Hit me up. Congratulations.
So I thought after my most recent concert experience there, we went to go see Mudvayne and Static X. I thought I was out of shows to go see for like almost 2 months. I think the next one is Papa Roach in Calgary. And then I started looking. So my missus expects me to go to her sister's place in Hinton next weekend for Thanksgiving, which makes sense. You know, sometimes you got to go do family stuff, whether you want to or not. It is what it is. But I'm like, shit, I wonder if there's anything awesome going on in Edmonton. And it looks like Dying Fetus is playing. So, and also furthermore, on top of that, is actually just last week, I think it was, I started talking to like one of the best friends I ever had back in high school. I was even mentioned him on a recent show too. Just started reaching out to him. He started sending me pictures of his plants that he's growing and stuff like that. So, and he lives in Edmonton, so which is about 3 hours past Hinton, if my math is correct on that. So I think me and the kid will drop the missus off in Hinton at her sister's and keep on going to Edmonton and hopefully hook up with my buddy Ross and go check out a Dying Fetus show. And then also on top of that, Lorna Shore and the Black Dahlia Murder and a couple other bands are playing in Vancouver the following weekend. And there's a lot of tickets left over from that. So we'll see how everything's looking closer to the end of the month. I might get to go see a Lorna Shore show. I'm all excited because I was like, fuck, I got like 2 months to wait. That's like... That's like a fucking junkie fucking going without their fix. It's just not good. So I'm gonna get that fix. Fuck yeah.
Dude, hold on. Fuck you, Colton. Dude, so I don't know if the quality of the video that I sent you, and I know it was a fucking teaser, but I just got to see fucking Dee Snider and Lita Ford fucking sing "Close Your Eyes Forever,"
Yeah.
and holy motherfuck, dude! Lita Ford is almost 70 fucking years old and still fucking rocks, dude.
Yeah.
It took her a song to warm up. I was a little worried at first. But man, when she hit that fucking groove, god damn it, man, like, holy shit. And fucking Dee Snider, I see why that dude has been a fucking thing since the 80s, man. That dude, it was a great show, and he came out and fucking amped it up even harder. Like, the second he came, and that dude sounds fucking amazing still.
Well, he always was about the performance. He never did drugs. He never drank or any of that shit. He was always the sober guy in and amongst that.
Yeah.
So
I mean, this is the first time I saw fucking decent, and I don't. If I get any more chances to see fucking decent, I am absolutely gonna fucking take it.
Well, you know, apparently Twisted Sister is getting back together and doing a reunion tour next year.
Well, I will fucking be all over it.
Because they have That's been the big thing in the last week or two, maybe, that they were talk that they've just been offered basically too much money to say no. So I'm hoping, like, because their Big Hits, Nasty Cuts, Greatest Hits album, man, that used to be one of my absolute favorite drinking albums to listen to when you're getting nice and shithoused. It's fucking great. Twisted Sister is some fucking great music.
Bro, he came out and he's like, all right, so two of the most fucking licensed songs in the '80s were fucking "We're Not Gonna Take It" and "Come On" and "Bring the Noise." Or wait,
Yep.
you know what I'm saying? Anyway, but he wrote those, and he's like, and he's like, in this one, he goes, I promise you, he goes, we did it better than SpongeBob. And he goes, I'm sorry. He's like, but they paid me way too much money not to let him use it. And that mother, he goes, and fuck you all, you would have done it too. I'm just like, dude, I mean, he was fucking awesome, dude. And then he fucking just bust into it. And I'm like, holy shit. I was like, and Lita Ford, and actually, he just basically sang and Lita Ford played for him. So the whole time. And I mean, when I when I remembered that, it was just these two, and I was like, oh my God, it's Lita. Like, I fucking hope to God they do that song together. And then they did. I was just like, oh my God, fuck, thank you. Like, and he absolutely did it justice. Fucking, they little fucking two Ozzy, and fucking, that was amazing. So you get a chance to see that fucking little tour, man. You should fucking take it.
I would go see Dee Snider in a heartbeat, whether him doing solo stuff or Twisted Sister. Either way, I would definitely go see that.
Yeah, man.
Here's actually a cool one that you saw fairly recently that I've actually been wanting to go see since before you ever mentioned it to me. It was that Hairball Online. They're coming through BC.
Yeah, dude, Hairball was fucking cool as shit, man.
Yeah, they're the one guy they had singing, Patrick Stone. I saw him. He was singing with Sweet when we saw them a couple of years ago, and I was just completely blown away with their performance. So when I saw he was doing that, I was like, started paying attention. I'm like, yeah, I would love to go see that because it's all 80s fucking amazingness that you're gonna hear that night, right?
And they knock it out of the fucking park, dude. Like, they knock it out of the park with the whole fucking show. So yeah, man.
Oh, here's one that I am gonna throw out there. I mentioned before that about maybe going to see a show at Red Rocks, and then I can make a pilgrimage to Colorado this year. Now I feel this one's gonna sell out before I get a chance to get tickets for it, but maybe not, or there's a good chance I'll be priced out and not willing to pay that much for tickets. But apparently, Youngblood has announced a show at Red Rocks in May. I want to say May 11th, but it might not be that day. Somewhere in May, though. And I think we might try and go see that one if we're able to get tickets. Now, the funny thing is, I don't actually know anything about him other than I saw him doing that Final Ozzy show where he sang the song Changes, and I absolutely blew my mind. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? I've never even heard of him before. And now you see him fucking everywhere. It seems to be blowing up. But I think he already was blown up if my old lady tells me, but that might be the thing. So yeah, we might head Colorado way May.
Damn, that'd be fun, man. That'd be fucking super fun.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll play because I will play that one by ear. There's a good chance because if he's kind of one of the big, like I said, I'm not sure if he's up and rising or if he's been there for a while. I just know that since the Ozzy Osbourne Changes thing happened, you see him everywhere. So I could see that being real expensive. But if we can do it, fuck, that would be cool. That'd be hell yeah. And if it doesn't work out, well, we'll just find a different show. Check that out.
Oh, here we go. Canopy leveled. Ready for leakage.
I'm kind of pissed off at my investment dogs, G-Base. I forget that you mentioned canopy leveled, and the way I have my shit up closer to the lights and the way they're foxtailing right off the bat, like they just,
That's no fun.
yeah, like there's no girther to them. You just see these fucking like, you know, maybe a dozen little white hairs, and then you can just see how it's stretching out above that, and you're just like, oh my god. So I'm thinking about, because I think they're about 5 weeks in, 4 or 5 weeks, I might just go in there and get brutally rough and just manhandle everything and fold it down so that they're just fucking lower. There'll be branches getting fucking snapped and tweaked and shit like that, but I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. It'd be nice whenever I see everything turned up. Right now, I've got flower heads pointing fucking all over the place, man. So it'd be nice when everything does this again. But I got everything else is really good. There's one plant in here that's got about an 8-inch or 12-inch length on everything else. So I've got it in the back in the middle, and it's flower top right here, halfway into this row. But it'll turn up, and I've got it strategically placed, so it's kind of in the back, and it can grow all at once. Doesn't really matter. And I was going to put the big red in here too, but with the 9th plant in there, I got no room for any accessories or anything. So I gotta keep the humidifier for a little bit, just because it gets so fucking dry in here without it. It gets like down to 28, 35%, something like in that range. It literally just sucks the fucking water right out of everything. So I gotta keep that in there. Yeah, I gotta keep it in there to at least, I like a 40 going into flower. I'll this time, you know, first week or 3, I don't mind 40 to 60%. But then after the flowers come in, I like 40% and below.
So, you know, with the humidity and shit that you have going on, I see that you have them on risers. Have you ever thought about just sticking them in drip trays? Let them just flood and feed off that tray a little bit, just to kind of see if you can help keep the humidity up and or help keep a little bit of that moisture around a little bit.
Well, yeah, I do have them also. I got them on the risers, but each one does still have a.
Well, yeah, but on the riser, you're never gonna get like I see. Okay, but
So
do you let those fill and hang out for a while?
I have in the past. I use that for like extended periods, basically. But if I know I'm going to be around, I just hand water them every other day. But yeah, if I know I'm going to be gone, I'll put extra in there. And I've always
do you notice when you do that, it raises your humidity a little bit
when I water?
No, well, yes, when you water, but when you like, say if you fill that tray, like for your extended period that you're going to go away. You fill that tray with a little water, let it sit there. What's the humidity in your tent look like? Does it go up? Does it help?
I wouldn't. I don't know. I'm
Never
sure
checked.
Yeah, I'm sure it does, but it's just so damn dry in this basement. It's unless you're actively pumping humidity into the room, like it just goes away instantly.
It just goes away. I hear you.
Like I can have one in the lung room. I can put a humidifier in the lung room. Makes absolutely no difference. Like I need industrial if I want to put moisture in my air in this room. In the tent, it's nice. The door's closed. Boom, fuck it jacks right up. No problem. But as soon as I bring it out into the open where all the wood is and all the openings and the furnace and everything, fuck it. Down. So it sucks. My house plants hate it because like so a lot of these house plants I have are tropicals and they love a nice moist environment and they have the exact opposite. Like this is a good succulent place.
Yeah, but I mean, some of these also, you know, if you think about like the more deserty reasons some of these are fucking grown in, you know, where they have a fucking dry climate. So, you know, yeah, I mean, if you think of some of the more deserty ones, you're right in the pocket for their fucking climate.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it might just be a matter of kind of get your flavor profile into the fucking, you know, fucking Afghani or something. You know,
Yeah,
they're kind of deserty, aren't they?
I'm trying to force shit that's not supposed to happen, but oh well. That's all the fun.
Fucking right. That's what we're all doing. That's why we're fucking growing them indoors, man.
You got it. No, I'm having a blast. I haven't had a tent this full in a while, so I'm kind of. I got powdery mildew once in my 4x8. That 4x8 I had set up years ago, and I scared myself. But I was also inexperienced back then. I think I've got a better control on it now. So
I did the same with some fucking bud rot and some dumb shit and dumb decisions, and I got really worried about kind of the natural humidity that happens, say, when I water my bed. It goes up way more than I would like it. Because at one time I did something really stupid and fucking bud rot, took over my whole fucking garden and I lost everything, right? And it wasn't even during the grow. It was right at the end of it. I watered them. I shut the light off for fucking 2 days. And then I chopped them and hung them in the same fucking tent for fucking 2 weeks closed. And basically they were sopping ass wet. I just hung them upside down and they all rotted. And I was like, I don't know what happened. It was the humidity. No, it was because you're a fucking dumbass. But I've, at that point, like you said, I've got more of a handle on that. Like, don't do dumb shits and make better decisions, and it's a lot easier. So, I do still wet my bed, wee nerd. It happens sometimes.
oh shit.
Yeah, that's the when you do things like add nematodes or something like that, even though, say, the middle and lower part of the bed is nice and moist, it has all the water it needs. As soon as roots and shit get down there, things like the nematodes and things are more towards the top level where it stays a lot drier, where I don't currently keep any form of cover on it. So I need to water it so nematodes can roll around and do their fucking job and get rid of shit I don't want. So that, and then cover it so that top stays nice and moist. So I quit losing that, because it is that, like G-Bay said, it's that time of season where you can just suck the moisture out of fucking anything.
It's worse when the snow flies too. It's like, once it gets like rocket cold here, man, where it's like minus 40 Celsius, fucking it just, you open your window to let some of that cool air in, and fucking you got nothing.
Yeah.
Wood, crack wood, man.
Yeah. You open the door on those fucking negative anything days, and it's like it just instantly strips water out of anywhere.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you had 20% in your house? Not anymore.
Oh, the best is when you go outside and you take a breath with your nose and all your little snots all freeze up, and then 20 minutes later your lips are chapped and fucking your nose hurts, and fucking it's like, get me back inside, man. Why do I live where my face hurts?
Why do I live where my face hurts? I love that. Well, G-Bay, it's because you lost the fucking man beard, you little bitch.
I know.
Fucking get the man beard back and your face wouldn't be so whiny.
Yeah, I know, right? No,
fucking Caribou would be out there cutting trees and negative fucking nothing. Got the fucking man beard rolling. You don't see him bitching about his face hurting.
Don't stop for the weather. Sometimes we really wish we did.
Funny. Looking at the twine I'm using, and there's like a big lump stuck in this one. I'm not sure if that's a grasshopper or some sort of organic material that got stuck in the twining machine.
That's terrible. That was in your twine.
Yes.
Wow. Wow.
Now I'm looking at it, I'm like, huh. Probably not
time to buy some new twine, bud.
Yeah, it's probably not the best material to use for tying plants down, but
no. You might want to fucking rethink that one.
I sprayed it all. I'll soak it with fucking insecticide. Call it a day. That's what we've been getting today. We did a big spray of this guy.
I wonder if that would be a fucking fun thing to do. I should try that fucking soak all my no, that wouldn't be a good idea. Never mind. I'd say I soak all my shit and or all my trellis netting in fucking sulfur and then let it fucking dry out. Let everything roll through it. At least then, if something decided to use my trellis as a fucking moving point, it'd be like a fuck you option. I don't
That's
know
what I'm
how
gonna
bad
do.
that might burn the plants that touch them, or I wrap them around metal screws, and just any kind of humid, sulfury situation on fucking metal is not a great idea. So I have to rethink that option.
I actually, not you mentioned sulfur. It's funny because for the last week, is it? All my veg plants have been covered in sulfur. All of the house plants have been covered in sulfur. I just basically threw everything in the tub and just sprayed the shit out of them with a fucking sulfur spray. And you can see the sulfur coating on everything. So I'm just like, I want to get rid of anything that the sulfur touches, stop anything from crawling onto the leaves for a bit. And I think maybe today or later this week, we're going to throw everything back in the tub and rinse the living shit out of it, start hitting it with different modes of IPM and seeing if we can combat some of this, get rid of these strips and get everything back to thriving again. Might have to cut some Golden Goat clones today as well. Our Golden Goat plants that we got upstairs are looking pretty big, and those things look like they want to get flipped here sooner than later. So that might be the thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got I'm basically kind of life supporting the few mother plants that I have for the next couple days because I don't really have a proper place to set up my fucking cloner. They need to be cloned and reset so I can get them fucking rolling and back to health. So right now, they're kind of just on fucking stall. Uh, I have some Harlequins in there that I really want to keep safe and healthy. Right now, they're super small, staying fucking perfect. You can tell they've kind of hit their stride inside a solo cup, which is, it's fine. I would have liked to maybe up potted a little sooner if I was going to keep rolling, but I'm trying to keep it a little small and compact at this moment. So keeping that rolling kind of keeps. So I'm throwing a little bit of like a nice, readily available natural amendment. Some fish fertilizers and shit, which I don't normally use during this process because they have enough in the pots. So yeah, so I've got those on life support, and for basically like a week, and then I'm gonna get all them cloned out, get them super healthy, and then when I figure, because my work in my basement starts tomorrow, so as soon as I get that figured out and get things rolling, I should be fucking, when we can figure out where I can put my 5x5 back up so I can get my proper mother tent back up, so I can get my test tent back to testing things. I got that whole thing rolling. So it's one of those life's in a fucking jumble right now. And it's almost to the finish line. Uh, so the plants they're not suffering, but they're not fucking thriving into the point I would like them to be in the situation right now. So one more fucking week so I can just fucking get them fucking rocking and back to, well, not one more week, but to get back normal. But I can at least get my cloner set back up. They will be fucking rolling. So then by the time they're ready, everything will be back on.
I'm not finding anything I'm impressed with in the Valley Cats so far. I got those 5 that we flipped, and they're not bad. Like, I'm not disgusted or anything like that, but they're about week 4-ish in, and I got a bad nose, so it's for me. It's usually about week 6 where I really start picking up on smells and stuff. Oh, sorry, that one came out of nowhere. Oh, But I like I'm just not seeing anything that impresses me. So I'm just kind of like, you know, not overly stoked. We'll hold on to some of the clones and stuff, just in case, because like I said, there's still time to improve and impress, but there's a good chance that everything's just gonna get let go by the time we're done harvest here, and probably I'm guessing in probably another 8 weeks ish for these plants.
Yeah.
So, and then it's like, what else are we going to run through? Like, we do have a whole bunch of Lilith in solo cups that we can play with. And we got some of Hooley's Alien Sour Apple cross that he did up and all that to look through. But it's, yeah, just kind of, I had higher hopes. I was hoping that, given that they are a land race, or whatever we like to say, a regional strain around here from the Hunza Valley, I was really hoping there's going to be something really badass in there, and maybe there will be, but yeah, right now it's just like it's just weed, weed, nothing special.
Yeah, well, honestly, I think you crossed it out to the BAM, right?
Yep.
No. Yeah, BAM is what it was. And I haven't run it yet, but I gave a good fucking grip of that over to Clay, and he was running some, and he didn't find anything in too particular in that. Like, I was definitely like you said, like, right, land race.
Yeah.
Hitting that with mine would make a very true F1 in the sense that we talk. Because I don't believe that any of those genetics share any form of parentage. So I was really hoping that he was going to fucking give me a report of some badass shit. And I believe what he found was like a good male. I was like, fuck. I was hoping for like a lot of good right off the bat, and not so much. So, but that's why we do these. We test them and we have fun.
Yep.
Because it may be in there. Maybe we just didn't look through enough of them.
If I've got 5 plants, right? That's saying when you want to go genetic testing, knowing that something, if it is going to be, let's go back to the landrace strain again, it hasn't been worked the way a lot of the way any of these hype strains have been, right? Where a lot, because let's face it, a lot of these more landrace-ish strains, they're more going to be skinny, wispy, airier buds because it's been totally fucking natural and wild. It hasn't been fucked with. The shit like cookies, where you got these rock hard fucking nugs, you could throw them through a window and all that. That's been worked and worked and worked and worked and worked. So there's that thought aspect of it to me too, where it's just like, okay, these are relatively untouched stuff. Maybe, like I said, we'll go back through some of it again. It's deflating. I had high hopes.
Yeah. Well, hey, that last BAM run, or I'm sorry, not the last BAM run, the last fucking Black Forest run. I was the same way. I was hoping for a one and done fucking pheno hunt. And I was looking at some pretty impressive fucking plants in there at the start, in the veg. They took a lot of ass whooping. I was not nice to them, and that was kind of very purposeful. I wanted to see how they took this stress. I wanted to see how they took things, how they recovered. Plants were culled mid-stage because of recovery. There was a lot that happened. So when I looked at that bed, I was like, and I mean, I'm excited for everything that's in there, but it wasn't my one and done pheno hunt. And what I thought were the fucking going to be the hands down winners in that were not. They are up there with the top fucking plant, but the top plant was the one that I really didn't have much hope for. When I planted them in line from back to front of what I thought was going to be best to meh, because I was like, right, I got to walk around this area, and these are going to be small fucking plants, and it'll be easier to walk around them. And that wasn't the fucking case. That one on the end was fucking sweet. It recovered a little bit late, but fucking recovered amazingly. And from that point, it was like, holy shit, look at me. You know, it wanted to do everything. Its terp profile was a hair off, right? It wasn't what I wanted in the terps. It wasn't what I wanted to pass along, which was fucking sad because, and also I pulled it at 60. This would have been day 60 flat, and it was starting to color. It had no color in the beginning. It was starting to get the color that I wanted at day 60, which means at, say, the day 70, 75-ish mark where I may have pulled them, it would have had a nice fucking beautiful burgundy purplish to it. It would have had the colors I wanted. It would have popped a little more, and I don't quite know how the terp profile at that point might have changed. Right now, terp profiles on all the plants are fucking loud, amazing. If I was harvesting on fucking terps and kind of nice white cloudy trichome, I hit it fucking dead on the mark. So you know, that one I would have liked to take a little longer. Situation did not allow me. And fucking in my hurry to harvest, I was going to take a fucking clone and do my goddamn damnedest to get it to re-veg and clone on harvest day. But I didn't. I totally fucking spaced on it. So, but that's good because, like I said, I wanted to keep something around, but fuck it. None of them were quite what. None of them were quite what they needed to be, and so I'm going to take all my time and make sure that I don't sell myself short. You know. So what? Let's fucking throw you on big screen. I'll let you ramble for a few.
Let me flip my camera. So these are two of those valley cats. Give me a second. Camera flip.
Yeah,
so
look at that thumb. Look at that thumb. Poke me, buddy. Poke me.
So this is one of them right here. Now this is kind of the neglectful room where they don't have fans and stuff going on. So kind of a sweet smell, almost a sweet earthy smell off it. These guys, this one here, still used to the new camera, the movements on it. Give that one a quick. Yeah, not really a smell coming off of that one, honestly. You know. See this? Yeah, nothing special, man. Nothing special at all. We'll take it. We'll smoke it. We'll sample it. Hopefully, get excited about it once we've tried it. But my hopes are not high. I guess you could say it's just is what it is. We'll see. Take me off the big screen if you want. Make me feel all awkward and shit like that. Fucker. There you go. Look at my light. Oh.
Sorry, I had to run and piss real quick. God, it's killing me.
Fuck. I was wondering what was going on. I was like, what the... Dude, I was like right about to hit end. I was like, is this guy fucking with me? Like,
No one's
I
around.
was fucking dying over here, man. I was like, I just gotta go. I thought you were gonna fucking roll a little longer with the with the
well,
plants.
it's like, unfortunately, they're not that exciting, those plants. And
Well, you know what? What I wanted to come down and fucking say, I would have said right away is I saw Rosenman in chat earlier talking about like, don't get too worried, you know, till you get that smoke report. Like you, and you kind of said it too. You know, we're gonna fucking take it down. We're gonna smoke it. We're just not super excited about it. Sometimes that plant is good medication. It's just fucking meh on the taste. You know, there's just nothing behind it.
Well, then you think of how many other times where you pop a pack of seeds and you take 3 of them that you're like, yeah, these are my, so let's even go better. Let's say a 5-pack of Fems. You popped all of them, and you see the one that you really fucking like. Oh my god, it's beautiful. It's trichome covered. It's got the sex appeal. Then you look at that one over there. It's kind of shaggy and rough looking and stuff like that, and you're just like, yeah, I'm not all excited about that one. But when Harvest Cure and then the Smoke Report comes along, that shaggier, rougher looking one was actually, not only did it have better terp profiles and stuff like that, it was actually a lot better smoke too. So that whole judge a book by its cover, you can't always do that.
But I bitched about this fucking plant for years. It was a joke between us, Garden Club, fucking, Thunder Dan gave me shit about it. That fucking Crescendo that I had.
Yeah.
I always said, man, in fucking Prohibition days was the perfect plant because it had absolutely fucking zero personality, zero shine, zero fucking smell. It was a great growing plant, but it just looked so fucking mid and smelled like absolutely fuck all. Like there was nothing, but you smoked it and it did the fucking job and it did it pretty damn decently. There was just nothing there to be excited about. So like I said, in Prohibition days, it would have been fucking amazing weed. But that ain't fucking what I'm looking for nowadays. I want everybody in the goddamn vicinity to know that this shit's fucking rolling.
Well, like I wanted to be actually, I just mailed Colton the package there last week or the week before, and the message I get from him when he picks it up was that apparently the ladies at the post office kind of gave him a bit of shit because the package smelt. And I put it in like, here, Canada Post, when you go to the post office, you can buy smell-proof envelopes that are specifically for shipping weed in. Because if your package smells like weed, it'll just disappear, apparently. And even in, I think it was 2 Ziploc bags, and one of those, apparently the box of weed I sent him, it still fucking stunk. And the ladies at the post office are like, you're lucky this made it through. Like, normally these just go away.
Yeah, I find vacuum seal is the only real way.
Yeah, I mean, vacuum seal definitely has been a lifesaver when it came to unstinking for me.
But yeah, like I want that to happen. Or like when you open up your fucking doobie tube at a concert that you smuggle in and you get everybody around you, just like, oh,
I want to instantly... Right, I want to instantly hear motherfuckers start talking about weed and what the fuck, where's that? Dude, you smell that? Oh,
yeah, and I haven't even lit the fucking thing yet.
Yeah, bro, all I did was pop the top. Yeah, exactly. That's the kind of shit I'm talking about.
Being a motorcycle rider at this time of year and a weed grower, it's pretty fun. Like sometimes I'll come around a corner out in the boonies and I'm like, haha, that farm right there.
Right?
Yeah, I know the wind's blowing this way. I see what's up. Or neighborhoods even, you got the open air to your nostrils, and this every once in a while you get hit and just slapped with it. You're like, holy fuck.
Woo. Bro, I blew up a fucking Walmart once on accident, man. I pre-grind my weed for traveling to put in the vapes that I use, right? And so I had a tube full of pre-ground weed that was about, maybe a third fucking full. And somehow or another, the cap came off in my pocket. And it started, me and my fucking wife were like, God damn, do you smell that? And it's just like everywhere. Like you could hear motherfuckers and see motherfuckers start looking. And I'm like, oh, God damn, I didn't realize it was that. But right, it's just like it kept permeating. And we're like, fuck, we got to go, man.
There was a few months ago, we were walking up to one of the grocery stores in this town, and I'm smoking a joint as we walk up, and just kind of oblivious, right? Like not even really paying attention. All of a sudden, I'm about to walk in the door, and I still got a lit joint in my hand. I'm like, oh, and I kind of just stub it out, fucking right there, kind of as I'm going through the door, and I think I might have even like blew out the last hit, like right there at the door, kind of thing too. And me and Ashley, we go in and we're looking for food and all that as you do at a grocery store. And the lady that used to own the good grocery store, not the fucking narcs, the good grocery store in town, she comes up to us at one point. She's like, all those people over there, they're talking about you. That's fucking awesome.
It's, oh well.
Yeah. Yeah. Karen's gonna Karen.
Yeah, that's how that's gonna fucking work. Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited. I wanna get this shit done because I'm back. It's gonna be another fucking Black Forest hunt. And you know we're still looking for that fucking winner. I do have an open pollinated Black Forest for an F3. So I am very curious to see how that's going to come out. The ladies out there have two very different profiles. So those seeds will be fucking very specifically separated because I do like the one is holding on to a nice fucking candy sweet profile outside, and the other one is not holding on to much of that profile that I like. It's a little more on the funkier side for this one. So I'm a little more excited for one of the seeds than the other, if that's going to make any difference in the two. So I'm, it's an open F3 pollination, so it's going to be a general kind of what that plan is. I'll be excited to see what it does, and then see the difference from when I do my very, very hunted, very specific male, very specific female hunt. It'll be very cool to see the difference between those two seeds, and very possibly the three different styles of seeds, because there is, like I said, I am going to label the two different plants because I am a little curious to see how to see how the difference between those two are going to be. Since yeah, anyway, but it was what do I have out there? I have three different males pollinating all kinds of shit out there right now. Three different nice looking Black Forest males. So it'll be like I said, it'll be curious to see just kind of the difference between plants. I have one of them separated way off, not way off. It's probably, let's call it 150 foot. It's pollinating three other plants that I thought would be fun to look through. One of them was Jesse's Dusty's Widow. It's a larger. He said it's going to be a very funky plant. It's starting to smell pretty funky out there. It didn't have a very quick trigger for outside, but seeds look good on it. I have one of the Blue Thunder Bombs. I really like the structure and the frost on that one, so I'll be interested to see what Black Forest changes that one. Well, I'm either going to make some friends or some fucking enemies, man. It'll happen. But I'm super curious, and I also have a Hawaiian by Black Widow volunteer from Thunder Dan that is pollinated by the Black Forest now. So I got those three for crosses, just to kind of see how they crossed out, see what they do. They were fun plants that I had in the garden at the moment. So and then the one volunteer, because I really liked Thunder Dan's Hawaiian Black Widow. And I let the volunteer roll, and I was like, all right, let's do this. Right, Rosin, man, it's why I have such a problem, man. I keep wanting to go fucking back, and then I don't, and then I fucking want to get it, and then I want to get rid of it, and then I'm like, yeah, had it so long. I need to give it to somebody else for about 10 years that I know will actually fucking keep it.
And therein lies the problem. It's as you give it to someone else, they'll grow it once or twice and then be like, oh, I'm good on it. Fluff has this cut. I can always get it back from him.
Exactly.
Like, no, motherfucker, the whole reason was you're supposed to hold it.
No, dude, I don't even get that, man. They're like, yeah. And then I'm like, hey, can I get that cut back? And they're like, oh, dude, I fucking didn't ever get a fucking clone of that. I forgot. I'm like, I gave fucking one dude, he's like, oh, yeah, dude, I got you, bro. And little did I know, he's never taken a fucking clone in his life. He told me that after the season was over and he fucking harvested and shit. He's like, no, bro. And that was the only person who had that fucking clone at the time. That was the only, I wanted that back a lot. I thought I knew. I fucked up.
Yeah.
Oh, my kid's even still mad about that one. That was like one of his favorite fucking weeds.
Yeah, it sucks when you lose a good one, man. It's a heartbreaker for sure.
Right? Dude, nobody's ever even heard of this shit. It's just, my boys call it JoJo. That's just what it's fucking called, or what it was called. I think it's completely gone now because a lot of shit happened and they fucking lost it. Power outages. And these were guys who had like fucking systems and shit for that. And, you know, they had lost power for so long, they couldn't even keep their fucking generators running, you know, because they couldn't get out of their houses and shit to get the fuel to keep the fucking generators running. So, you know, it was on life support for a long time until they fucking ran out too.
So, yeah, it sucks.
Yeah. But, yeah, that's one of those, well, it's gone. What are you going to do about it? It's like everything in the world said, fuck you, that plant is leaving.
It was meant to be.
Oh, right?
Yeah, sometimes it just is. Well, fellas, what do you figure? Should we think about wrapping her up?
Yeah, man. I loaded up a fucking outro for us, too.
Holy shit, like super on the ball.
Well, not super on the ball. I just did it like 3 seconds ago because I thought about, like, we should probably wrap it up.
Yeah, it's getting to be that time. Especially considering Colton will probably jump in as soon as we're done and we'll spend another hour in the fucking back room bullshitting as we do.
Right.
And that'll be fun. It's always enjoyable. I ain't doing shit today myself. I'll be kind of sitting around watching some playoff baseball. That'll be about it. So look forward to this. I would like to thank everybody for jumping in here and hanging out with us this morning. Always a great time. Great to see you, TJ Rez. I don't believe I've seen you in the live chat before. Welcome. Again. Yeah. We're back Tuesday night. Come hang out, dude. Always good to see new faces, new names in the live chat showing up. And it seems to be coming a little bit more consistent the last couple months. We got a whole bunch of new faces coming in. It's great to see. Congratulations to Eamon Otter. Big win. Always great to see. Hit like and subscribe on the way out if you haven't already. If you have already done that shit, share it with a friend.
Rock.
You do. You kick ass. You kick absolute ass. And now share us with a friend. Help us blow this shit up. Make it a little bit bigger than it already is. Yeah.
Man. Yeah. You know, we have links below if you want to help fucking support what we do. We super love the people who help support us. We make videos for them and shit. So just saying, there's links down there. You can check them out.
Wow.
But much love to everybody who fucking shows up for this. We love doing this show, having fun, having these discussions, and just fucking hanging out with everybody who likes to hang out and do the same thing we do.
It makes me feel happy to know that I can just come here and talk about whatever the fuck I want, and there's usually people that are willing to reciprocate that talk, right? Like I said, we like to fanaticize about our cannabis growing and whatnot around here, but it's in my area. I ain't got nobody to talk about this shit with. I can try talking to my old lady about it, but even she's just like, yeah, that's nice, honey. That's cute. You know,
I know that fucking feeling, Caribou.
It's You know, it's
My
Don't
wife's
want
so
bless her.
awesome. She tries so hard to like get into the parts of it that that you know, like she does, and I fucking love it. And then I'll be like, sometimes I get all old and grumpy when shit, and I'm just like, so I know I'm the problem most of the time when she tries to help. So like,
yeah.
how you do it? You do it like this, god damn it. But yeah, fuck no, man. Shout out to all of them that put up with us fucking ridiculous fanatic garden.
Well,
Yeah,
like okay, so let's face it. To cut the ladies that when they do come help us out and stuff like that, how particular are we about our gardens? We got the sexiest goodbye in the biz going on right now. But honestly, when we get into our gardens, our styles, our systems, everything, like we get pretty particular. Some of us are more anal about it than others, you know, but there's a certain way we want it to be done. And when they come in and they're not doing it quite
but we
like they
don't
want
tell
it.
them completely because it's the small shit they fuck up, and you're just like, oh my god, how do you not know this? And you're
Well,
like, oh, right.
first of all, we're supposed to read their fucking minds, right? We know this.
Well,
This is a fact of matter, and that's a two-way street, motherfucker. They should be able to read our fucking minds when it comes to working in the fucking garden.
that's right. See, that's what I was getting at, man. They don't fucking they don't read our minds, but we think they do.
Yeah, we do. We think that's pretty much the most accurate. We think they do. We'll give them 3/4 of the information, and then expect them to just be able to absorb the rest by osmosis or some shit like that. It's doesn't usually work, and then it's their fault when they fuck it up. Makes sense?
Yeah. All right, man. Let's get the fuck up out of here. I got shit to do.
Take me down to the graveyard. Show me a resting place. Take this worry away from me. My final bed to lay. I need asylum.
I don't got a dab rig down here, but I got 2 vape pens. And do that. Oh.
Hell, I'm frozen, no camera, muted. You can't fucking hear shit on my end.
We'll take your word for it.